Hello Internet, it is Dwayne again, and it's Friday, so it's vlog day. And today I wanted to bring you another quote that's actually written up on the wall, the roof in my office. It's not on the wall. This one from Carl Jung, who was a founder in the field of psychology. And it is about the things that challenge us in our lives and how we get through them. I know that we all face challenges all the time. I always think of them now as opportunities to learn and grow. It wasn't always that way, but I've come to realize that that's what our challenges are there for. He says we don't so much solve our problems as we outgrow them. We add capacities and experiences that eventually help make us bigger than the problems. And I believe that's very true, that we are given the challenges in our lives to help us to become more and to really develop into the people that we are meant to become. And looking back at my own life, there have been many challenges. I talk about one of the biggest ones all the time when my family was going through its journey with postpartum depression. And that forced me to grow considerably, not just as a person, but also as a husband and a father, and as somebody who understands finances a little bit more, and in every different way, it helped me to grow. And there's been lots of other things. I've lost my best friend of 25 years quite suddenly, and that taught me about looking for purpose in things. When my friend Mike passed away, I did grieve him, obviously. We'd been inseparable for a long, long time. But it was more of a life lesson for me when he passed away. Just it made me look at my life and the direction it was going. So I'm actually more grateful than sorry for his passing. And that might sound kind of callous. It isn't really. It's Mike really blessed me with a lesson that has changed the complete direction of my life. And in a certain way, he sacrificed himself to give me that lesson, to really encourage me to look at my life and look at the direction that I was going at the time, and whether I was doing something that was important. And for that, I'll be forever grateful to him. There's been a lot of other things. I'm a product of a family that basically broke apart when I was very young. I was 4 or 5 years old. And that has become a huge part of who I am, and what I believe about relationships, and what I want to be as a father and a husband, and just an overall sense of who I am has come out of that. And both of my parents have expressed guilt and have apologized for some of the things that happened because of that event. But really, when I think back on it, it has formed a lot of who I am, and I'm grateful for that too. And really don't expect or need there to be any guilt or shame or anything that came out of that, because it's really formed my current situation, which in actual fact is very, very good. And it may not have been that way if that event hadn't happened. So since Mike passed away several years ago, it's been 11 years now. It's been a long time. I've really looked for the things in my life that are trying to give me a lesson. And what I've found is that if I don't get the lesson the first time around, that lesson gets a little bit more insistent. It gets a little tougher to go through to really understand it. But those life lessons are there in every situation. There's always something to learn, always something to grow through. And Carl Jung is right when he said that we add those experiences, and it all adds up to who you are now and where you're going. So look for those life lessons. Look for the things that challenge you and create struggle in your life, because they're trying to teach you something. And there's always a silver lining on those clouds. That's very true. A lot of those of those little sayings, you know, your glass being half empty or half full. It all changes what you see, the way you're looking at stuff, and all of that comes from those life lessons that come along the way, from the struggles that you go through. So look for those. It'll make you really appreciate the things that happen. Many of these things I would never want to have happen again. I would never want to lose another friend like I did with Mike. I'd never want to have to go through postpartum depression with my family again. But I'm grateful for those experiences because of what they've taught me. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's a great quote. There are many like it. This is another one that's written on the roof of my office. Look for that wisdom out there. There's a lot of teaching, a lot of wisdom that has been shared, and that you'll find in your own life if you just kind of pay attention. So I encourage you to do that. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I will be putting out another Walk to Remember video on Tuesday. That's my postpartum depression channel or program. I'll also put out another vlog every Friday. The last Friday didn't work out so well because the video I recorded had no sound. So if you wanted to see what that was like, you could rewind this one and just turn your volume down. Very exciting. But if you saw some value in this, please give it a like. If you think there'd be value in it for someone else, share it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what's coming up next. And have a great day. See you in the next one, and hope you're well. Bye-bye.